slip. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is a 2017 BMW 540i. My manager says I should check this bad boy out because I've got the Q50S hybrid and he's saying this thing's gonna be pretty comparable as far as torque and horsepower specs. This one does have the M package. It has the blue upgraded rotors down at the bottom. Alright, half digital gauge cluster. Really pretty nice interior. I'm kind of liking this black marbling going all along the inside the entire vehicle. Pretty cool. Steering wheel already feels great. Very ergonomic. Great position for your thumbs. Seatbelt just tightened on me. My Infiniti does the same thing, kind of just tightened up by itself. And you know me, I'm just gonna throw it in sport right off the bat. Oh yeah, heads up display. That is super cool. I definitely dig that. So I'm not gonna mess around with pedal shifters yet. I kind of just want to put it in drive, see how this bad boy goes. Oh yeah. Hey. So I remember back in the day they used to say, I'm not sure they still do, that BMW was the ultimate driving machine, and you know, this thing feels really comfortable so far. I mean, I'm just going straight. It's smooth. So I would be hesitant myself to pick up a car that isn't all-wheel drive. That's just me. However, I guess if I was going to pick one up, it'd have to be something comparable to a sedan like this and have the takeoff power and everything. There we go, a little bit of traction slip. This thing definitely handles in the turns. Kind of see this car get us going. Hey, definitely got. Oh yeah, she loves to slide. She loves to slide. So that was really eventful. That's probably the most fun I've had in a rear-wheel drive car in a minute. See, I would love to have something that I could switch back and forth between rear-wheel drive fun like that and then all-wheel drive, and I still feel like the only thing that you can get close is an STI. So one thing that always bothers me in vehicles is when the pedal shifters are not mounted on the column and they're on the steering wheel. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I prefer the pedals to be mounted on the column. Just, you know, just something more I'm used to. I don't know if that's more F1 style or what, but Infiniti's had that for years and I'm definitely a lot more used to that. I do want to see what this car can get from a dead stop, so a little bit of slip. changing the setting over to sport, extra dynamic setting. Get on it, manual mode. This thing is kind of a little baby rocket ship, y'all. Alright, so overall the seats are very comfy. I still don't feel like I'm getting the same kind of lumbar support settings that I can dial in with my Q50. When I dial it up all the way, it's close. It really kind of does hug you a bit more. And that's how I prefer it. I mean, I'm a kind of a smaller framed, tall, lanky gentleman, and yeah, once I dial it up all the way, it's just about where my Q50 seat is. So it's comfy, sporty. Not a huge fan of the headrest, just in my opinion. Another thing that's always been weird to me is this style of infotainment. It's just kind of like an iPad pops up, kind of weird. Fortunately not like in the way of your, you know, of what you can see when you're driving. Really, I just wanted to check this vehicle out for its performance, you know, like this thing gets it. This thing is definitely faster than my car. However, I would just prefer it would be all-wheel drive, and I'm sure you can grab this in one of their all-wheel drive versions. And I know now that the M5 comes all-wheel drive, so that thing's got to be a monster. So I will say this, the heads-up display is really cool. However, when it's really sunny out, it kind of just disappears into the road. You can't really see it. At night, I'm sure it is a phenomenal feature. So just throwing that out there, but I still think it is a really, really cool feature. So I've noticed traction control is kind of kicked on and off on some of these turns, where in Subarus, like literally an Outback I've taken at similar speeds on those turns, and it doesn't have any kind of slippage. Obviously all-wheel drive, but you can really see that the traction system of the rear-wheel drive BMW here is coming into play, keeping you together. So there are a couple things I really do like about the car. Also is the 360 camera. Everything's super clear, shows you how far your doors are going to swing out, which is a nifty little feature. I really do like that. The interior is pretty basic and clean, not a whole lot of buttons like old school BMWs. And I do love the blue stitching throughout. I think it's a nice touch. It would probably look really cool with white leather and blue stitching. I don't even think they offer that. So I do like that about the interior. Really cool. Detecting movement behind as the door opens. So pretty awesome. Man, this thing is quick. For wheel-rear drive, guys, for rear-wheel drive, this bad boy gets it. Just kind of get into it. Oh man. Yeah, this car is definitely fun. I dig it. Don't think I would pull the trigger on one solely because it's not all-wheel drive, just this model particularly. Yeah, it's a really fun car, y'all. So I gotta say, for my first BMW experience, this is pretty solid, pretty binger. Glad my buddy Pat recommended that I check this car out. It's awesome. Not gonna trade in my hybrid for this. Still love my hybrid. However, if I was in the market for a rear-wheel drive sedan, this would most likely be it. Again, YouTube, thank you so much for joining today. If y'all enjoyed this content, please subscribe down below, hit that bell notification so you get notified when my new videos come out. And leave me some comments, like the video, and I'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one. Peace.